しょう。響かせましょう。愛と勝利の歌をフォーメーション。
Alright everybody, what is going on? We're going to be hopping into this RIBRIANNE showcase here. That's what we're going to be doing. We got a pretty good opening rotation here for them. We're going to be able to get a lot of links active here. I think we have support from this RIBRIANNE, if I remember correctly. I think she supports Peppy Gals, is that right? Am I remembering this correctly? Peppy Gals category allies. Key 2, 30% attack and defense. Okay, pretty good. Then I don't remember what these guys do at all. Nonsense. Okay. So I guess we'll keep her on rotation. There's really no need to keep her in slot 1. Do we get any extra links if we do that? We do. We get Fierce Battle. Okay. This RIBRIANNE is at least type advantage. We've got a lot of links active here, so she should be fine in slot 1. Anyway, guys, the showcase unit, LR, RIBRIANNE, KAKUNZA, and ROZIE is here on Global. I can't explain this to you. But, like, something about their intro animation and OST, like, it just gets me, like, in a happy mood, man. I can't explain it to you, but I just feel like this overwhelming joy. Like, I don't understand, man. Anyway, which is weird, because, like, during the entire arc, I like RIBRIANNE, one of the most annoying characters, constantly on the screen. I do not care. Get her off of here. I want to see, you know, Blue Vegeta kill somebody, you know. Anyway. Let's just get into it. We'll talk about it. They have like a really long passive, but it's actually very simple whenever you break it down. Like, they get some start of turn stats, they make tech key spheres, they get more, they get damage reduction and more stats on super attack, and then they can get some crit chance and additional supers in their passive. Sorry about the cord issues here. But anyway, yeah, so that's basically all they're doing. And then they also have the giant form. It can be activated when HP is 66% or less with the Power of Wishes category ally attacking in the same turn or starting from the 6th turn from the start of battle. Okay, hopefully, I'm not even going to say it. Okay, so here we go. They're at 282k defense here at the start of turn. Again, this is a really long passive, but what they're getting here is 122% on super attack, as well as 22% damage reduction. Then they can do a bunch of additionals. They get 50% defense on their 18 key, and then 30% on their 12 key. So after super attacking here, they're going to be at a pretty decent defensive level. I can open up the calculator real quick here, and we can just take a look at it. If I switch over to this, so we are at 282, 035. Again, right down here, we're going to be getting 122% on super. So we take this, multiply by 2.22. And then we can kick in their effects. So we're going to be getting an 18 key super attack here. So we multiply this by 1.5. And then if we get any additionals, let's say we get one additional, we go back down to this original number. We multiply by 1.8. So they're over 1 million defense with 22% damage reduction. If we were to get 2 super attacks, multiplied by 2.1, because that's, you know, 50%, and then 2 30% for a total of 110%. 50 plus 30 is 80, plus, you know, 30 again is 110. You add 1 to that, so we'd be at 1.3 million defense, again with 22% damage reduction post super attack. So, again, this unit can be pretty decent here. Their link set is kind of odd. You know, they do have Tournament of Power, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, which is nice, but Signature Pose isn't very good unless you're running, like, the Special Pose category, but even with the Gamma's buffs, I'm not sure that you're running that team. Battlefield Diva's just the girl link, so, I mean, that's, I don't want to say that's common or uncommon. More Than Meets the Eye is terrible. It has a good effect, but it's just bad. And then Metamorphosis is a good link, but it's mostly a villain link, so... Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this fight now. We can go ahead and grab all of these tech key spheres. There's a ton of them on here. We get crit chance every time we get like 2 key spheres or something. So we should have like a 66% chance to crit. We're going to be able to get a lot of additionals. And again, we're going to be at like 1.3 million defense here with 22% damage reduction if we get 2 super attacks. So pretty good unit. I don't think I showed it, but my RIBRIANNE is built pretty much full additional here. I wanted to go ahead and try to maximize her giant form a little bit, and then she doesn't really need crits in her base form, so I didn't want to give her crits there, so I just went with additional. You very well could have gone full dodge with this character, but I don't plan on running this character that much, and whenever I do, I probably am not going to take them into AoE fights, which is where that dodge would help them the most. So, yeah. Especially with all the new fights coming that we know for the 9th anniversary, I just don't really see the need to push dodge on this character, because those new fights really highlight other units' abilities, right? Like right now, all of our hard content is based around AoEs, so in order to perform well in there, you need to have the ability to dodge those AoEs, right? Or tank them. So for a character like this RIBRIANNE who can't tank them, she needs to have that ability to dodge them. I'm going to go ahead and cut here and come back whenever we are on rotation again. Okay, we're back on rotation here, and kind of just to finish up my point that I was talking about, the new fights that we're getting for the 9th anniversary, they currently have them over on JP. There's just a lot of fights that are kind of on par with Fusion Zamasu, and it highlights the abilities and allows you to kind of be flexible with your units, right? So, I guess what I'm trying to say is that right now, you need to be able to handle AoEs, but once those fights come out, some of these slot 2 units like RIBRIANNE are going to come into a role of their own, where there's not as much pressure for them to be able to survive these big AoE attacks. They'll still need to have defense to tank a lot of these big, you know, like hard-hitting bosses, but you know, a character like this who's over 1 million defense with 22% damage reduction is going to be able to handle themselves fine in a lot of these events, and then the giant form could come in handy there, so this is a little bit risky, but I am going to probably throw them in slot 1. We do have all 7 links activated here, though, so I don't know. Like, I'm very tempted to do this, but I just 300k defense, man. I don't know. I think we got to do this. So we're going to lose out on Fierce Battle and Legendary Power, but all of our defensive links are still up. We're at 380k defense here. Is there a reason why it is higher? Oh, right. Yes, we have their 2-turn buff active from their unit super attack right here. We have this active this time, so that's why their start of turn defense is a little bit higher. Overall, it's not going to impact their like total defense very much, but for their start of turn defense, it definitely does help out. So let's go ahead and grab those. We'll attack Fusion Zamasu and see what we get up to here. Again, they're going to pretty easily be over 1 million defense here, and they shoot out a 9 million attack stat. That is pretty good. You know, if we just get 2 super attacks here, we're over 1 million defense, 22% damage reduction. There we go. There's the additional super attack. I think we could do 2 more. I need to show my build, by the way. So I got 1 copy from the 30 tickets, right? And then I was just going to go for the pity copy, and I ended up getting another copy while I was summoning for that. So overall, it was a pretty painless summons, and then I got the pity copy, of course. So we are at 79% with my RIBRIANNE, KAKUNZA, and ROZIE. That's what I'm rocking with them here. And again, I'll show their build in just a second here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about them. Let me know if you're enjoying them, or let me know if you even summoned. Hopefully you guys didn't summon. I'm sure there are people who did, just because, I mean, the rates are pretty decent, and with it being guaranteed featured every 3 multis, you know, your chances of getting something good are pretty decent here. So let me know if you guys summoned, if you didn't. I can't recommend it, because I just don't really see this unit having a role, especially because, you know, unfortunately, they're on the Super Bosses team and not the Super Heroes team. If they were on Super Heroes, I definitely could recommend summoning for them, because all superhero characters in the game just got a huge buff with the release of Beast Gohan, but some of these other characters, like the Super Bosses out here, are kind of left in the dust a little bit. You know, I don't think it's a hot take to say Beast Gohan's team is better than Broly's team, but I guess while I'm here, I can go ahead and show the build before I forget. Let me show you this. So here we go. Again, 79%. We are level 10 links. I gave them 10 dodge, 20 additional, and 5 crit. Again, they don't really need crit because they have crit in their passive. And then I just gave them all EX equipped, so if I want to swap these out later on, I can. But I'm pretty happy with how this build turned out, honestly. I think this is pretty good, so let me know how you guys built this character right here. I think as long as you're not giving them crit, I don't think you can go wrong. Just balance it between dodge and additional, and I think you're good. So we'll come back. We'll probably get maybe 1 more rotation, and then we will go ahead and go into the breakdown. Alright, we're back, and I lied, by the way. We're going to get 1 more rotation after this. That way we can see the giant transformation. We actually got the stun last turn from... don't quiz me. Zerloin. Rabanra and Zarbuto. Yeah, there they are. But we got the stun with them, so we don't have to worry about Zamasu on this turn. One interesting thing about this character, right, is that we have their intro where they create these tech orbs. And so we can kind of, like, if we wanted to right now, we could change them all into tech orbs. Or into int orbs, right? Like, that's kind of interesting, right? Like, we could use their active skill. It changes tech to int, so we could just change all these orbs. I don't know. Is that what was intended? Like, is that what they thought that we would be doing here? I don't know. Maybe. I'm going to go ahead and grab these with them. We're at 433k defense here at the start of turn, so that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and grab these. I'll save the rainbow orb in case we can kind of connect and get some good orbs going. Can we get, like, these physical orbs? No. Okay, well, I'll just grab... What do I want to get? Because they need, what, 7 orbs to get their support? I would love to be able to just get these physical orbs here. I guess I'll grab the AGL orbs. And we'll see kind of how this all falls. And then we'll go ahead and pop their active skill. I think I have the skips on now. Yeah, there we go. I don't think we can get 7. We can't. But I can go ahead and grab these 5. And that'll at least give us a little bit more healing here. As long as RIBRIANNE in the middle doesn't get supered, we should be fine. Should be. And there they are at a 10 million attack stat. I mean, obviously, that's pretty good, right? 10 million, over a million defense, 22% damage reduction. That's good. That's good. They're getting multiple super attacks here. They have the giant transformation. They're just kind of an unfortunate typing. Their teams aren't really very good. And they're just like another slot 2 character, right? They don't really have any abilities to handle these big boss AoEs, if there are any at the beginnings of fights. But, like I said, right now that's a problem on Global because our fights are all kind of the same. You know, they all require you to be instantly good right now, and the hardest fights require that you be able to survive AoEs, right? But I keep mentioning on JP right now that's not really the case. We have a lot of fights right now that highlight the abilities of different units. So I'm interested to see how that all plays out once we get you know, the same fights that JP has. So in July, you know, I don't want to say we'll revisit this character, but we will definitely take another look at them then. I'll go ahead and cut one more time here, and we'll come back and get the giant transformation, then we will end it. Did she just say, I can feel your love flowing through me? And then she said sticky? Did she? Alright, so here we go, Giant RIBRIANNE. Not much here to talk about. She gets extra key spheres. She still changes key spheres. High chance to crit, all that good stuff. Destructive damage. It's just a giant form, right? Like, at the end of the day, this is just a giant form. It's pretty good. We know how good giant forms are these days, so her having this is really nice. Alright, phone, please. Alright, good. We didn't miss anything here. Whew. So yeah, anyway, RIBRIANNE. Giant forms are good. Animations are, I mean, they're whatever, right? Like, it's just giant RIBRIANNE, like, who cares? The value that we're getting out of this isn't really the damage, it's not anything else. It is just the ability to cancel these big boss super attacks and abilities and things like that. That's the value that we get out of this. It's nice that she has it. The condition is okay. It's not the hardest ever, you know, Power of Wishes category ally next to you and under 66% HP. That's fine. Or starting from the 6th turn, right? Like, it's nice that it's or and not and. If it was both, like, if it had to be all 3 of those things, that'd be terrible. But since it has that or, it's okay. It's okay. All right, let's get Miss Sticky here to, you know, get her orbs and move on here. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, right? Like, she can feel our love flowing through her. That's pretty. She loves love. Sticky. Yeah. It's quite an interesting quote there. You know, I feel like I need to wash my mouth out with some Beast Gohan real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, whew. I do actually have Beast Gohan. You guys may have seen, I posted a short of me pulling him on my JP account, and I went to go build a team for him, and I realized that I don't have Orange Piccolo. I don't have Physical Ultimate Gohan on my JP account. I don't really have anybody on the Superheroes team. Like, I think I have Gamma 2. I don't have Gamma 1. I don't have the new LR Gammas. I don't have the LR new Blue Gogeta. But I do have Broly, so we'll see. I'll see if I can build a team over there. Maybe I'll get a video up for them this weekend. We'll see. It's going to take a little bit of planning on my part to get those characters kind of trained up and ready to be used, because they're not in a good spot right now. My superhero team is not ready to go. I really haven't put much effort into my JP account since, like, the 6th anniversary dropped. I was really heavily grinding it right after the 6th anniversary, but as soon as like the link level updates came out on global, I just have heavily been playing my global account. So anyway, we can go ahead and throw LR RIBRIANNE here in slot 1. We'll be able to get everything except for Battlefield Diva and Legendary Power with them, or we could do this and get everything except for Fierce Battle and Legendary Power. So I'm not sure which is better. What does Battlefield Diva do? That's the Innocence. 3 key, chance of evading enemy super attacks plus 5%. So yeah, we should get them next to him for the for Fierce Battle. Fierce Battle is going to be more attack here. So let's go ahead. We'll see if we can just KO ROZIE here. I doubt it, but you know, what if we did? What if we did KO ROZIE here potentially? That's not impossible, I don't think, depending on how many super attacks they give us. These guys are on Power of Wishes, right? Are they on Power of Wishes? Yeah, they are. So that's good. I think we have access to all of our additional super attacks here. We've got like our full passive going, I think. So let's see. Let's see what happens here. And then after this, we will move into the breakdown. So let me know what you guys think about LR RIBRIANNE, ROZIE, and KAKUNZA. There we go. And, you know, again, we'll move into the breakdown. They're not crazy. I can't recommend you summon for them, but, you know, they're kind of fun, right? Like, they're not bad. They're not, like, it's not like Triomite Goku, where I'm coming out here going like, oh my god, like, the worst unit ever released. You know, it's like, they come out, they do some numbers, they have the giant form, their defense is pretty good post-super attack. I'm not looking forward to Fusion Zamasu. I could do Omega, we'll see. But yeah, there we go. 200% level 10 link showcase for LR RIBRIANNE and KAKUNZA. Let's go ahead and move into the breakdown. Alright, this is Magnificent Love that saves the universe. RIBRIANNE and KAKUNZA and ROZIE. Leader skill doesn't matter. The super attack is the Lovely Carnival. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Causes colossal damage to the enemy, which is a 30% attack and defense raise. Pretty good, pretty good. We love to see that. You know, defense on super attacks is always good. Their 18-key super attack, the Lovely Fantasia, greatly raises attack and defense. That's a 50% raise. For 1 turn, mega colossal damage to the enemy. You guys need to memorize these. Sometimes they ask about these in quizzes. You got to know like what these are, right? Like the order that they're the most powerful. Here we go. This is the passive skill. Again, it's pretty long, but it's overall very basic. They activate the entrance animation once only. They change STR, AGL, and physical key spheres to tech key spheres for 1 turn from the character's entry turn, and key +3 for 3 turns from the character's entry turn when there are another 2 or more tournament participants category allies on the team upon this character's entry. Tournament participants is probably their main team at the moment. These are, I'll just go ahead and show it now. These are their 200% leaders. You know, 2 of them being tournament participants, right? So it shouldn't be too hard, you know, running them, right? But, or like getting this active. But even if you don't get this active, all it's doing is giving you a little bit of extra key and then giving you a ton of tech key spheres, which is cool, I guess, but it's not really giving you stats. It's not giving you guard, damage reduction, dodge, crit, anything like that. It's just giving you key spheres, right? Like, it's not that important, but it does give you like a warming sensation, you know, like, I don't know, like their animation, it makes me smile. I can't explain it. It just makes me, it puts me in a happy mood. Like, it's almost, I don't want to call it nostalgic. I can't explain it. It just, like, puts me in a happy mindset. Key +3, attack and defense plus 122% at the start of turn. Again, very basic. They change STR key spheres to tech, always. They have a 30% chance of changing AGL key spheres to tech, a 30% chance of changing physical key spheres to tech. So, you know, even after their intro here wears off, they just get the chance to change them after that. So again, like, this isn't that big of a deal. Like, you can create a ton of tech key spheres, like, that's cool, but it's not like vital to their kit or anything like that. But it's cool. It's cool if they have it. They launch an additional attack. There's a high chance of becoming a super attack if HP is 66% or more when attacking. This does mean that you can lose this mid-turn or gain it back mid-turn if you, like, heal back up. So if you start the turn really low, you create a ton of tech key spheres whenever you enter, you could potentially heal up, get back above the HP threshold, and as long as you're there whenever you launch the attack, then you could still, you know, get this attack. They launch an additional attack. There's a great chance of becoming a super attack when there's another Universal Survival Saga category ally attacking the same turn, or a Universal Survival Saga category enemy. So, I mean, that's fine, right? They get a bunch of additionals. They're getting defense on their super attack effects. So, again, that's, you know, it's not nothing. It's pretty decent. They get an additional attacking defense plus 122% and 22% damage reduction when attacking. So, that's nice. That means even if you get, like, sealed or... yeah, just sealed, I guess. If you get sealed, then you still get this, or if you somehow don't get enough ki, somehow you don't get enough ki to launch a super attack, they still get this. It's not when performing a super attack, it's just when attacking. So that is nice. They get an additional 2 ki with 2 or more type key spheres obtained. I mean, that's nice also. Ki is, like, very easy for this unit. Was there ever a turn where we weren't at 24 ki in this video? I don't think so. So that's pretty good. And then chance performing a critical hit plus 22% for every 2 key spheres obtained, up to 66%. That means you need to get 6 key spheres in order for them to get the full 66% chance to crit. I think that's fine. Like, it gives, like, this is one reason why I'm sure some people are going to go dodge on them. It's like they've got built-in additionals, they've got built-in crits. What do you give them, right? But again, I went additionals just because, you know, I can't be giving out dodge equips to everybody, right? So that's what I went with for them. They do have the giant transformation. You know, it lasts for 2 turns, can be activated when HP is 66% or less with another Power of Wishes category ally in the same turn, or on the 6th turn. So that's pretty good. You know, this you could potentially get on turn 2. Potentially, if it was Super Battle Road, you could get this on, like, turn 1, right? Which is good. And then again, you get it starting from the 6th turn. Otherwise, it does seem like some fights in the 9th anniversary are going a little bit longer. So, you know, this is a good condition, all things considered. And the giant form is worth it. Like, I don't think this is as good as, like, Orange Piccolo, Beast Gohan, Blue Gogeta, any of those. Well, Blue Gogeta's is, but this is still fine. Like, this is, you can plan around this. We don't like active skills that we can't plan around. So the giant transformation, just to talk about it really quickly, she gets an additional 2 ki per key sphere obtained, changes STR to tech key spheres, and randomly changes key spheres of a certain type other than those 2 to rainbow. So it's going to be real easy for her to get ki. That's basically what you're gathering from this. And then she gets a high chance to crit. So again, additionals here are going to help you out with damage, but it's not like the biggest deal in the world if you get it or if you don't. I mean, you guys saw, like, the giant transformation wasn't doing a ton of damage, even type advantage in the event that we were in, so it's not like the craziest in the world, but it's just nice that she has it. We all know the value of giant transformations at this point, which is really good. These are her links. I kind of already went over this. She is a character that you're going to have to link level, though. Pretty much all of her links get gigantic buffs at link level 10, so be sure to link level her if you did get her. These are her categories. Really all that matters, though, is her 200% leaders, which, again, are just these 3. I would say she has a pretty decent buff to these teams. I don't know how she would do on this team, considering you kind of want to build just around androids with her, but maybe you could do something. And then our best linking partners, of course, are going to be the other Universe 2 girls. I mean, that's, I feel like, pretty obvious. And then, of course, these guys, right? Basically, the other Universe 2, like, characters are going to link the best with her. And then it's just going to be other Tournament of Power Peppy Gals units and Dispo for some reason. And then Ginyu. So, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about them. Let me know if you summoned. Let me know if you're upset that I didn't do a stream. Sorry, listen, I was really tired last night. I was dealing with the dog. He was he decided that he needed to go outside at 1:30, so I was sitting up with him. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.